In this video, we're going to show you how to raise an estimate in Freeagent and send it to your potential new customer. So here we are on the dashboard of Freeagent, and to get to the estimates section, we simply move up to the Works menu item at the top, and then we click on Estimates. And once there, if you've been using Freeagent a while, there'll probably be a list of existing estimates that have already been raised. But because this is a demo account, there isn't an existing estimate in here, so we're just going to click Create My First Estimate. And then all we have to do is just work down the fields really. So in logical order, we'll just click from Estimate, Quote or Proposal. So there are technicalities between estimates and quotes. Quotes tend to be more binding. Estimates tend to be just an idea of how much something may cost and hopefully will be about that price. So for this instance, I'm just going to do Estimate. Then we're going to choose the contact that we're sending this estimate to. So we can select from all our existing ones, or we could even add a new contact at this point. But for this example, I'm going to choose to send it to A Customer Limited. We could then attach a project. So Freeagent's quite good at working with projects. It tends to be very service orientated. It sort of had beginnings with freelancers and those types of businesses. So if your business does use projects, then at this point we could attach it to a particular project, and therefore further down the line we could have a look at how well that project's doing, how many estimates got converted to sales and things like that. But this is a demo account, so there's no project set up at the minute. Then we move on to reference. So as I've mentioned, this is the first one that we've set up, so it's just defaulted to 1. If you had some already, it would just basically add 1 on to the last used estimate number for you automatically, but 001 is fine for this example. The estimate date, if we needed to change that, so if we said actually the estimate was supposed to go out last week or something like that, we could choose a particular date at that point, but 8th of September is absolutely fine for this purpose. We could also choose different currencies at this point, but again, pound sterling, absolutely fine. And we could put a little bit of text. So this isn't the item, the good, the service that we're selling. This is just a little note at the bottom, something like, hopefully we will be able to help you guys in the future. Something like that. And then what we do is we click on Create New Estimate. And that will take us through to a bit more of a visual, something that actually looks like a piece of paper that's supposed to be an estimate. And we just add an item to it, or add several. So as I've mentioned, Freeagent tends to be very service orientated, and so tends to work with hours rather than goods. But we could change that sort of thing there if we were, if you want to do a project or something like that. But the defaults typically fall to hours. So if these guys wanted an estimate for 2.5 hours worth of consultancy, this is how we would go about filling this screen in. And if, say for example, the consultancy was £95 an hour with 20% VAT on it, we could click Create and Finish. If we wanted to add another item, we could just click that button and it'll just zero out this screen and just let you click on the next one. But one line item is fine for this example, so I'm going to click Create and Finish. Once done, you will then see it's done it shows 3 hours there, 2.5 hours times 95, and then at £237.50, and then it's added the VAT on that automatically for you. So all that's left to do is, once you're happy with it, is we could either mark it as being sent, or we could send it by email, or we could save as a PDF. What I'll do is I'll just save it as a PDF to give you an idea of what these look like, because we've already gone ahead and dropped some logo and branding into this demo account. And you'll see, just for a few bits of information, a few minutes of your time, your potential new customer could receive something along the lines of this, which just looks I think it gives a very professional visual for very little effort really. So I hope that's helped, and if you've got any questions, feel free to get in touch. Thanks for watching.